everybody, so I'm going to be showing you how I roll my perm rod sets. It is super easy, and I'm going to talk to you about the important tips. Use this mousse, if I can get it out. Use a spray bottle, because once you get to the top of your hair, it's probably going to be a little bit dry, and this just helps the mousse move around. And then I'm using the purple perm rods. I would rather use these really small ones, but I do have long ones too. I have these long ones. I like the short ones because they get the curl a little bit tighter. The shorter one gets it a little bit tighter. But the next important tip is how you roll the hair. So let's get into that part. So you're gonna section off a piece, and you don't have to use your comb. It doesn't have to be anything, I guess, uniform. And then the next thing you want to do is make sure this piece is saturated. Take the mousse. Take the mousse. And then you want to comb out this piece. You can also use a rat tail comb. And then you want to make sure the ends are really coated. You're going to take the end, wrap it around the roller. And this is kind of messy, like it ends up having like little pieces of hair everywhere, but just move them out of the way. Then you want to keep slicking this piece down, and then when you roll, you're going to roll up and twist the roller around your hair. And then when you get to the top, you may have to stop twisting, but just make sure that base is as tight as you can get it. And sometimes I struggle with it getting tight. Not tight when you take it out. It's going to be loose at the base, and it may create some frizz. So that's the point of making sure that it's as tight as possible at the root. That's gonna give you that. So it's gonna give you a sleek look if you have it as tight as possible on the root, so that when it's drying, it's not drying frizzy, it's gonna dry smooth because it has some type of, you know, pull to it. So that's the importance of getting it down to the base. Yeah, so from there, obviously keep rolling until you're done, and then after I'm done, I'm going to sit under the hooded dryer. So I'll show you the curl one more time. So for the takedown, this is easy. I already started taking down, as you can see. But I saved these for you. So you're just going to take it down and unroll it in the opposite direction, maintaining the curl. And that is it. So then the next step will be to oil your hands, if I can get it out, and pull the curls apart. So in order to separate the curls, you're just going to feel at the top where it's, I guess, the best place to pull it apart, and then roll the curl just to maintain it. And I usually just split it in two. But if you feel like you want it to be a little bit smaller, you can definitely pull it apart in threes. I'm gonna do this one in threes. So you just start pulling apart till you are satisfied, because the very last step will be to use a pick, and that's where you kind of get rid of the spaces in between the curls and how you add volume. A lot of it is just feeling around to see what feels like it hasn't been separated and could use some separation. So an optional final step is to lay down some edges. You definitely don't have to do that, but I'm going to do that. I like to use mousse, edge control. I've been using this new edge control. And then handy dandy edge brush. Yeah, this roller set is looking fantastic. And honestly, I was kind of rushing, so I didn't know how it was going to turn out. But it's very moisturized, and all I used was the water and that mousse. And then I did go in with like this growing serum that I have, growth serum I should say. And I guess that does provide some oil, but that's it. Tie it up and let it dry. Okay, and here is the finished look. And from here you can definitely style it if you want to put it in some different styles. I tend to just leave it like this for the first few days, and then when it starts looking a little crazy and doing its own thing, then I'll go in and style it. But I will show you a few styles that you can do real quick. But here is the overall look.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love.